All right, hey, welcome to the One Podcast Adventure Little episode number 133. That's 132 more when we started.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If I did the math right.
You did the math right.
I'm the Beast No 4 today, joined today by Jordy, Chongo, Cody, and the best wrestler in the world, Devin.
That's hilarious that you say that when you know. Like, when you know I'm not booked, not allowed to be booked. Like, it's just you rubbing it in, making me feel bad. That's mean.
Or Devin.
No, poor me.
Stop me when I'm telling lies. We got a great episode for you guys tonight. Devin's got the news. We're going to talk about the FTC versus Microsoft, I'm sure. And a lot of other things I am sure about. We're going to head to the gym, Jake's Power Hour. Talk about what he's playing. We're probably talking about Final Fantasy. I'll probably take a nap during that. And then we're heading to the Shadow Realm.
Brandon. We'll talk about it.
You're going to talk about it. Okay.
We're going to talk about it.
All right, we're going to head into the Shadow Realm, see what the Shadow knows this week. Heard it's not the Grimace Shake.
Don't know what flavor it is.
Nobody else does either because they're
McDonald's will not tell you.
Because they're all dead. Then we're going to head into the ring, talk about some wrestling. We've got some news for
Forbidden
you.
Door.
If you're on the YouTubes, we're going to be talking about Forbidden Door results, and we're going to pick Money in the Bank from the London O2. And then Jory's going to tell us what we screwed up along the way. Okay, let's play Do You Know a Top Turta? I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to have a little discussion, a little discourse, maybe argue, have a little laughs, a little banter. Why is that funny? All right, here's the question. What is that one movie that everybody loves that you just can't get into?
Avatar.
I don't think that's a movie everyone loves.
I don't know anybody that likes that movie.
You know one person.
Probably at least
He's
a few billion people.
Literally a pathological liar.
He is a liar.
Well,
I'm talking about Gabe. He says it's his favorite movie.
see? People love it.
A Christmas Story.
Bruh, terrible movie. Terrible movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Hate it. Stupid.
so sick of it.
Hocus Pocus.
That's a nostalgia thing.
That's a
all.
great answer for you, Jacob. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just a
I
nostalgia
could say something
thing.
a little bit more hot takey.
Fast
You
and
guys
Furious?
You want something even more hot takey? I love Fast and Furious.
Let's hear
The
it.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
So, I get why people like that movie. The only thing me and Gina hate about that is when people try and say that Jack is not the villain of the movie, because he most definitely is the villain.
Jump through this computer.
I've watched it once when I was an adult and
Speak
didn't
no
see
more.
the-
Speak no more. You gave your answer. You're done with this
I can't give
episode's Do You Know a Top Turta? You're done.
I thought no,
Somebody mute him.
We have to argue. This is what this is for. But I didn't watch it till I was an adult and didn't see the love behind it. Like, sure, it's fine, but it's not.
It's a fine movie.
It's nothing
Jack's the
special.
villain. Jack ruined Christmas, and then we tried to play victim.
Is it a Christmas
Oogie
movie?
Boogie's my favorite.
I mean, he's also a villain, but
He's the best song. in
I
the
think
series.
Jordy's writing a strongly worded letter right now.
No, I'm not.
Zero is the only hero of that entire movie.
Who you snitching to?
Nobody.
Brittany?
No.
No, he's looking up something to trump you.
No, I'm not.
All right, well, Snow, what's your answer?
The Hunger Games.
Those are good.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
I liked those.
I don't love them.
I don't love them, but I like them.
There's a new one coming out, isn't there?
Is there?
It really went downhill when Philip Seymour Hoffman died.
It's a prequel
Cool.
about
Now we're gonna watch it now.
former president or current President Snow.
Mm.
It's about Snow. President Snow.
Could be interesting.
Okay.
I love songbirds and lizards.
Jordy, you got a movie?
I don't know. You guys have given some good ones, except for you.
I have.
I see you as John Cena for the rest of this episode.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
I have another one that I absolutely hate.
go on.
The Sound of Music.
Oh, it's so bad.
Does
not a
everybody
good
love
movie.
that though?
I don't think I've ever watched it.
You don't
I
want
like
to.
I like the soundtrack. The movie is bad.
Yeah, we all love Edelweiss, sure.
Any more we want to throw out there and get angry about?
Rent.
Rent is good. Stop.
Is it?
It is.
Mm.
I do. Anyways,
Planet of the Apes.
Which one?
I
whole
Right.
series.
All of them.
Dawn of the Fall of the Rise of the
The
Sunset of the
1960s
Planet of the Apes.
While we're on that, probably Godzilla as well.
Which
I
one?
agree.
Like, yeah. There's like 3 eras of Godzilla.
Exactly.
All of them. All the kaiju movies.
Okay, so
are just
so
not
are
good.
you talking about like the concepts of Godzilla and
I think
the
he's
other one?
talking. He's talking media franchise.
Mm-hmm. Both of them. BOFM. Both of them.
Okay.
I'm not. Hey, I don't
Okay.
disagree.
007.
Okay.
James Bond.
Okay.
Really?
We're gonna have to end this here. Devin, would you like to give us the news?
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Blez.
Final Fantasy 16, and it has sold over 3 million copies in its first week.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
The Women's World Cup 2023 update has arrived in FIFA 23. That's a fucking eye roll. It's pleasing to look at.
The game.
The sigh afterwards.
Why didn't you just put it in the beginning of the game when everybody cared?
Because it's FIFA. New season of Futurama is on Hulu in July. Guardians 3, the physical release, is on August 1st. You can pre-order and get the book from Best Buy.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red said Cyberpunk 2077's launch was, quote, not that bad.
What?
It wasn't that bad for them. They made a shit ton of money
That's true.
and
had to pay-
they funded making the rest of the game.
They had to pay a shit ton of money, too, because they got sued by hundreds of people. Shareholders. There's an Among Us TV show being made by CBS.
Sounds terrible.
God, can we just let it die?
I
No.
wish. E3, and listen, what I'm about to say just makes sense. E3 lost $4 million on the all-digital 2021 E3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They lost $4 million, all digital. I don't know how that happens. I literally don't understand, but
Well, I mean, when you're there in person, like you're actually going to possibly
money.
buy things and want to invest in things. You're definitely not doing that.
ain't spending $4 million. Come on now.
E3 brings in a lot of people.
I would guarantee they probably made more than 4 million at their physical ones.
I don't know. It seems like a lot. Anyway, Nintendo will keep the same account system on their next console for ease of use.
Good.
So it kind of just poured over.
Do you have
I saw
any-
some people didn't like that.
Do you have any other news about like the alleged new Nintendo system?
No, I didn't see anything else about the new one.
Well, apparently it's supposed to be as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox 4, whatever that's called.
Now,
Xbox
now-
X.
Jacob's giggling heartily.
I
but,
am giggling.
like for a Nintendo system, that's pretty up there. Like,
When do we start holding them accountable, though, and like, so that
What do
they
you
are
mean?
like, why is it okay for them to be a generation behind every time?
they're not though.
Well, They're
They
not.
are.
No, because it's
Mm.
going to be handheld again, I'm sure.
They have
Yeah,
Mario and Zelda.
Mario's
they do.
trash.
They don't have the games that have forced themselves into high-powered graphical machines.
I
Like they,
guess.
I mean, we all they just make games. You know, hey, this is gonna be fun,
Pokemon.
easy, fun, easy to play. Like can do a whole bunch of weird shit with their systems. Like PlayStation, you got to set that shit down and it stays where it is for its lifetime.
That's what I do with my Switch too.
The Switch, you pick it up and play. That's because you fucking lost or sold the Joy-Cons or whatever, and you have no choice.
They have the drift.
But like you are able to move the Switch and do a whole bunch of shit with it. Like that's the point of it. You could take it out on your fucking family trip, go to the
No,
cabin.
I get the point of it.
So
But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I'd rather them not worry as much about that stuff. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Oh, but this reminds me, and I didn't write it down, but PlayStation's project or Sony, I'm sorry, their Project Q, which is their handheld,
Mhm.
was like a screen with PS5 controllers on the sides of it. $300.
That's not too bad.
No, but you can buy the backbone for 100, and you
Right,
still
but
have the same Wi-Fi with your
Oh
turned
yeah,
on
that's true.
PS5. Like if I could take that shit like out in the car and go somewhere with it,
Yeah,
cool. Like if it was like a PSP or a Vita, well, yeah, okay, I'm into it. But it's
Right.
not. So I'm like, what?
right. I'm with you. The only handheld that like I'm interested in right now is the Steam Deck, and who knows when I'll ever get a chance to buy one.
Yeah.
Keep folding
Well,
them
speaking
shirts.
of, nah, he has other stuff to do. Speaking of the Steam Deck and folding shirts, Mankind and the Undertaker Hell in a Cell match, 25 years old. King
Happy
of the
birthday.
Ring, 98. Mankind, listen, Mick Foley in that match. Micker, Big Mick.
What was that?
Micker,
Okay.
Big Mick.
Yep. Big Mick.
Mankind,
Uh-huh.
Dude Love,
Uh-huh.
Cactus Jack,
Uh-huh.
The Dude, Cactass. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
Mick Foley,
yeah.
bang.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Foley's baby boy. Mrs. Foley's baby boy's baby girl's dad. Mick.
Mickles.
Is there a
The Rock and Sock Connection, Mankind. Mick
All right.
Foley. He was 33 in that match.
Wow. That's how old I am.
Glad we
And-
finally got to that.
And look what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, 34-year-old Cody doesn't like fun.
32 as of today. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey. You gained 2 years off that.
Good. It's just what I wanted.
You're
An
welcome.
extra year.
He's an expert too. He deserved it. Inching closer to death now.
Aren't we all?
Every time
Call
I'm
of
on
Duty.
the podcast.
Fucking take a nap, man. You need some sleep. You're grumpy. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile coming out this fall.
Sounds terrible.
Big Jake's gonna be all over that with Alex. Getting
Doubt
some
it.
dubs. Pokemon Go doubled their catch radius, making everyone happy. Then they saw it was making everyone happy, and then they said, "No, we got to run that back. That's too accessible." And then they stopped it.
Didn't they say it was a bug?
Yeah, they said it was caused by a bug, but just hilarious. Either way, they did something good, and then they were like, that's too good.
We're taking the player base's consideration into,
Yeah, that's what they said, but they have yet to do that ever. Tears of the Kingdom is the second best-selling game of 2023 based on physical sales alone. I want to let you know I wrote 2021 for some reason.
Oh, that's good. It's
But based
that's
on
the year.
physical sales only, it's the second best game.
I mean, that's
What's
So
first
with
best?
digital, I mean, Elden Ring.
That came out this year? No, it just
No.
was. I'm confused.
Would you like me to backpack off of that, Devin?
Yeah, I would.
I have the list here. 2023, okay? Year to date, ending in May. The top 20 games, physical and full game digital from, all the platforms. All right?
Yep.
Number 10 is
Yeah.
Elden Ring. Number 9 is Madden. Sorry, number 11 is Elden Ring. Number 10 is Madden. Number 9, Dead Space. FIFA 23, Dead Island 2, MLB The Show, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Number 2 is Legend of Zelda, and number 1 is Hogwarts Legacy.
That's what I meant to say, but Elden Ring came out.
Forspoken is number 19.
It's
I
not
mean,
too bad.
I was thinking about Elden Ring because of a boss I fought in Final Fantasy before we got on here.
Scarlet and
Nice.
Violet 16. Minecraft is 15.
There we go. That's fucking crazy. That's still a top 20 selling game,
Yeah. All right.
Simon
especially
Pegg
with it
loves
on
playing
Game
that.
Pass.
Simon Pegg's favorite game.
I don't know who Simon Pegg is.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
The guy from that zombie show, right?
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. All right. Chadwick Boseman's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We love him. Walking Dead Daryl Dixon gave a little sneak peek. Fucking, I thought I quite honestly thought he died in the show. So
No, he
Never.
rode off
Yep.
on his motorcycle.
I see that now. Netflix is working on pulling their basic tier, so now there's only going to be the ad tier and the expensive tier.
Oh, hey, real quick, since we're talking about Netflix, can I talk about a thing that came out today?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So supposedly the creator of Squid Games has
Love them.
not really seen much and will never see much from the show Squid Games.
Like money?
Like, yeah.
Why?
So he was, the way that he said it, he was basically desperate when he was going through everything and before Netflix actually bought actually wanted to make the show. And then he sold all of the rights to everything, including royalties.
Oh,
So he said it was enough to put food on the table and be okay and make a decent living, but he'll never see another dime off of it again.
I get it, but that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah. So he said he thought at first, like, hey, this is going to be awesome because now there's going to be a lot of people wanting to get into more Korean content. But now he's like, what do I care? I'm sitting here starting to struggle while Netflix has made billions.
I understand, but Netflix took the risk on deciding, hey, we're going to make the show,
True.
and it could have flopped.
True.
So it's one of those fuck that sucks because you could have made a whole lot more money but you needed the money now, and Netflix took that risk. Business wise, I completely understand both sides of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say to him, hey, you can make some good shit, so make something else good.
Yeah. Probably will.
Well, speaking of that, Multiverse has been shut down until at least 2024.
It's funny because Steam just tried to update it.
What a down, yeah, update it so it's been shut down and you can't play it. What a downfall. If a player quits in Mortal Kombat 1 online, they kill themselves.
Hell yeah.
Hilarious.
A quitality.
That's good.
The Arkham trilogy on the Switch will only have 1/3 of the game on cartridge. The rest is digital only. That's hilarious. I have no idea how that works. But yeah, so yeah, hilarious.
Okay.
Google, Master Google, Mr. Google,
Daddy
testing
Google.
testing a product to let people play games on YouTube.
Hmm.
Is it Doom?
You can play Doom on it. You can play Doom on my dog.
Literally.
The PS Plus July games are Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, Alan Wake Remastered, and Endling Extinction is Forever. The Naruto Minato manga one-shot will be out on July 18th. As you know, he was voted the most popular Naruto character in this year's poll for the 25th anniversary of Naruto, I think it was.
I didn't vote
So
for
that one-shot will be out July 18th. I know you voted for Sasuke.
I
Fucking
voted
loser.
for the cat toe person or whatever.
Who?
Kitty toes.
Cat's toe? Kirito?
Yeah, kitty toes or whatever.
He's my favorite Naruto. But anyway, Bryan Danielson fucking fucked his arm all the way up. X-ray looks good. There's some controversy over the Tiger Driver 91. Storm Driver 93. Kenny
Why?
Omega. What are your takes on that? Because I have a take.
We'll talk about it.
Like,
Alright.
are people
Yeah, no, we'll talk about
upset that it was used?
We'll talk about it. All right. That's all I have then. Move on.
I got a couple things for you if I'm allowed
Let
to.
you talk to him.
Let me talk to you.
You're the boss. You're the boss. You talk to him.
Ryan Seacrest is taking over for Pat Sajak in 2024 on Wheel of Fortune.
Hell yeah.
That's
Good
it.
for him. That's all you got?
Awesome news.
Okay. Well, talking a little bit about the Snow mentioned in the beginning that we'd be talking about the the Sony shit. A very, very poorly redacted letter was sent out as evidence, and it showed how much roughly it costs for Sony to make some of these exclusives. It was shown that Last of Us 2 took $212 million to make,
God damn.
and Forbidden West took $220 million. Said that there was 300 employees working on Horizon and 200 on The Last of Us 2. As of this date, Last of Us 2 has sold 10 million copies, and Horizon 2 has sold 8.4 million. So they're about 600 and 500 million made, so about 300 million profit.
Yeah.
So enough to make their next game.
Yeah. For sure.
Very interesting. Also, I don't know if any of you know who Miranda Sings is.
I do, and that's the question.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck are all the famous YouTubers from 10 years ago fucking child predators?
Yeah. She probably officially canceled herself today.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She
What'd she
made an apology video where she was saying that she wasn't a groomer by singing a children's song with a ukulele.
No shit.
Literally. And
You're
the
lying.
chorus of the song is "Come Along" on the Toxic Rumor Express.
Wow, she is ugly.
Talking how you need to take accountability while saying that everything is just rumors and lies for clickbait. So, I watched the full video because me and Jeannie wanted to laugh at something. Oh boy. Yeah, she definitely... She put her own nail in her coffin. She even said that all of her legal teams and managers told her not to say a fucking word about anything going on. So she was like, well, they didn't say that I couldn't sing about it. Yeah.
Well, she also posted on her Colleen Vlogs account.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The 10-minute one?
Yeah.
Oh, so she didn't take it down.
The one that says hi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So she didn't take that down.
No. Probably the worst thing
Alright.
she could have ever done.
Did you watch Colleen's new video?
Is that Megan?
We got people like Colleen. We got people like fucking Nick Merckx and Boogie2988 and all these fucking
Who?
Boogie2988. All these scum. All this scum that is still making money on YouTube. But Jenna
Yeah.
Marbles gets in trouble for something she did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And like she's fucking driven off the internet. And she's actually like, she was funny. She didn't really cause a lot of drama.
No.
Like,
and she was wholesome as fuck.
right. She was just was it them calling her saying she did blackface?
It was something. I don't remember what exactly
But it
it
wasn't
was.
blackface. It wasn't blackface. It was just a really tan makeup.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that was like actually.
She
watching
didn't-
Jersey Shore.
She didn't go like Shane Dawson blackface, who's still on the fucking internet,
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I don't know if you guys
or
know who it
Jeffree
is,
Star,
right?
who literally is a racist.
Or
a Nazi.
good old James Charles.
I don't even know what James Charles did, but he should be off
You
the
don't want
internet
to.
too.
You
I
don't
think
want
it's
to.
hilarious. I think it's hilarious that Jeffree Star of all people is a Nazi.
That's great.
And now he's living in Wyoming.
Yeah, making yaks.
Making yaks.
Yep.
It's very surreal.
Like the only person I can look at and be like, yeah, that makes sense that they're a piece of shit is Onision, and somehow he is still on the internet.
Yeah,
I
that.
don't know
Yeah.
who any of those people are. I know Jenna Marbles and Jeffree Star.
I
Dude,
miss
I used
Jenna
to-
Marbles so
I used
much.
to love Jenna Marbles so much. Her stuff was so funny.
And like Julian was cool as fuck too.
Yeah,
Which I want to say they still do a podcast or something. Maybe
they?
Julian does,
No.
but he quit that too. Damn.
isn't
still
SS
streams.
Sniper Wolf a piece of shit too?
Yes,
Yeah.
What'd she do?
everything.
Stole her name from Metal Gear Solid. I know that.
Huh?
Oh, also
Literally?
SS? Come on.
Jeannie just
SS?
bursted through the door and said, "We talking about Jen and Julian?"
It's funny.
Oh, he does live streaming. Okay.
We're talking about Jenna Marbles.
This is the wives podcast, y'all.
We're talking about Jenna Marbles.
Hey, Jordy,
What about
we're talking about Jenna Marbles.
What about Markiplier? He's a good guy.
Hey, Markiplier's
still
a great
good
guy.
Still a good guy. PewDiePie
Love
has
him.
worn some suspicious shit, but like all in all,
No, he's gone.
Yeah, he's done
Oh,
now.
is he?
He moved to Japan.
Yep.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for him. He's
Yeah.
made his millions.
Faux show. I mean, basically, he just said he was tired of it. So
He'll be back.
Well, he used to make. If I made $400,000 a month, I'd have retired by now too.
Yeah.
but hey,
Or a
Smosh is
week.
back
It was a month or a week.
Yeah, their new video comes out Friday,
tomorrow. I think.
the 30th.
I think it's tomorrow.
Every
Is it the 30th?
Friday at 8 p.m.
Man,
Shut up.
I'm excited to see that shit.
Shut up. It's gonna be a
Uh,
Pokemon video.
But yeah, so yes, the Miranda Singh's real name is Colleen Ballinger. She's a huge
He's
piece of
shit.
shit.
I saw
And
some of the text messages between her and like children, and it's like,
it's not good.
no.
And she just tried to say that was dramatic for clickbait, basically.
Can we move on? I'm gonna get angry.
So do
Show
you
can.
want to talk about the FTC versus Microsoft thing?
Sure.
Go ahead, Cody.
Well, apparently.
Oh, I don't know much about the actual.
Well,
I have
apparently,
no idea.
Sony is trying to, be all exclusive about everything, and Microsoft's got to buy all these publishers just to keep up with them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There was
I
a
haven't
lot
read
of
much
information
any of
on
it.
it, and there was so much that I Didn't read
Sony
much
says
of it.
that Microsoft is trying to take Call of Duty away from them, and Xbox is like, no, we're not.
I did see that Xbox said like it would be stupid to take Call of Duty away, but in
I
my
get-
opinion, it's stupid to take any game away from like any game that you own that you can make more revenue on if you're selling it on platforms. It's stupid to take it off both platforms.
What I saw was that they were also going to buy Sega and Bungie and
Sony already owns Bungie,
no, Microsoft was.
but Sony owns Bungie.
I'm just telling you what I read. They were going to buy Sega and Bungie, and
Oh, they
something else.
were going to.
Microsoft was going to, yes.
Yeah.
And something else, but yeah, then they didn't. Then they bought Ninja Theory. And that's about it.
I saw a question. I think the FTC asked Microsoft. They're like, why is the Indiana Jones game only exclusive to Xbox? And they're like, well, same reason why Spider-Man's only exclusive to Sony and PlayStation.
I agree that if they want to keep games exclusive and they own the rights to it, then they should be allowed to do so. However, I think it's fucking stupid that anything is exclusive at this point. Like, if it was like the reason that Spider-Man's not coming out on Xbox is because the hardware limitations or something like that, sure, I get it. But the consoles are basically the same fucking thing. And even if they weren't, streaming is such a big thing. Cloud streaming is such a big thing now. Like the reason that anything's exclusive now is just so that we buy a specific console. And I'm not like, I don't know. PlayStation has better exclusives for me, and that's why I buy them. But if Xbox had the better exclusives, I would buy the Xbox.
Just cut all the exclusivity stuff, and then put whatever you want on like the Game Pass or the PS Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's a good model.
Like if you want certain games on a certain console, put it on either Game Pass or put it on the PS Plus or whatever.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, PS Plus won't even put new games on there now. So.
Whatever it's called, Premium Plus.
Yeah, PlayStation Premium.
Which I did see a reasoning for that. They said something like they wanted to keep
Make
games
more
that have been
money?
out for a while. No, they wanted to keep games that have been out for a while alive versus pushing a new game.
That's short for me. To me, that's short for we want to keep making money off brand new games instead of
they want to make money, but I also think that's a good. I think it's a pretty good idea.
I don't disagree, but like you can't say that the Game Pass isn't better.
I have no idea. I don't really particularly.
I think it's better, but
either way.
I have both, and like I can play damn near any new Xbox game for free the day it comes out because I pay $10 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
well,
Well.
whatever.
Oh well.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
well.
just a boy.
Me too.
All right, let's go to the Jake's Power Hour. Pump some weights.
Pump it up.
Today, I'm going to be giving a spoiler-free review of Final Fantasy 16 because I have friends that were going to play it. I have Snow who hates it for no reason. Devin can jump in on this and talk with me because he's been playing it the same amount of time as me. Basically, I think I have a couple more hours than him. That's just because I like it more, I guess. I don't know. I'm kidding.
I've been busy.
Kidding. So, Final Fantasy 16 came out last. What is it? Last Thursday. I'm 51% done with the game according to the PlayStation homepage, and I'm about 30 hours into it.
Okay.
If you liked the combat from 15, you will enjoy this. It's very different, but it's very similar at the same time. Like, the combat is much more fluid, in my opinion. The biggest thing, so you start out not having a whole bunch of abilities, and like through the game, I just unlocked what I assume is my final icon abilities. And so you get different abilities with each of these icons to unlock, and it makes for the combat to be much more interesting, much more entertaining. You can do combos way differently. The graphics on this game are beautiful, fucking gorgeous. At first, I was kind of like, this isn't that great, but like the more I've played it and the more I've seen the world, the more I've enjoyed the graphics, the more I've like found how beautiful it is. The score is amazing. It's as good as every Final Fantasy score has ever been. Cinematics movie modes are fucking gorgeous. The story is fantastic. If you like Game of Thrones, it's kind of similar to the Game of Thrones story, not to the Game of Thrones storyline, but it has that same kind of feel.
Oh, don't worry, I've already seen the article of 42 reasons why Final Fantasy 16 is just like Game of Thrones. Like, shut up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I
didn't
saw
see
that IGN posted that today, and it's popped up on my feed every time I've opened up Twitter.
IGN also gave AEW Fight Forever a 6 out of 10, but everybody that I've seen playing it about how fun it is.
Well, you don't know how to have fun.
I know.
I saw
Go ahead.
I just want to say on the Game of Thrones thing. So I was playing in it, and it opened up the map and all that, and I was like, "This game reminds me of Game of Thrones." Immediately get dropped into a level, and the level's title is Fire and Ice. So I thought that was funny.
That's great.
But no, like, honestly, this game has drawn me in more than like any game this year for sure. I haven't been this drawn into a game since probably Ghost of Tsushima, or maybe even The Witcher 3. The combat is honestly a highlight of it for me. The boss fights are fun and they're unforgiving. They have two different modes. There's story mode and then there's action mode. Action mode, I assume, is harder than the story mode. And then they do the cinematic or not cinematic, the performance or graphical mode or whatever. But no, like, the story has kept me fucking gripped. If you don't like cutscenes, then why are you playing a Final Fantasy game? But
If this is your first foray into Final Fantasy,
right.
Whew.
No, if it's your first foray into Final Fantasy, you're gonna feel like this is Devil.
But I mean, that's fair.
Because the combat is very similar to Devil May Cry, but not like
Nothing wrong with
it's
that.
not a direct copy either. You know what I mean? You don't have to cover. So, and this is kind of a con for me. There are no jobs in this game. So, like, there's not one specific person that is set to heal and set to, is set to stun or do status effects or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't control your party members at all. They just do their own thing. Which is definitely different from, older Final Fantasies.
Right.
But all in all, it's as good as I was hoping it was going to be. It has grown on me like tenfold since I started playing it. And I already liked it when I first started playing it. So
There you go.
and the boss fights are super fucking memorable. Like, yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10.
I'm excited. I'm eventually gonna play it. I got other stuff, but I definitely want to play it.
Devin, what you got for it?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you said. I'm a big fan of the game. At first, I thought it being so linear was going to kind of turn me off of it, but it really just reminds me of older Final Fantasies with much better graphics. Now still the open world leaves a lot to be desired.
It does.
As there's nothing in it. very little to find.
I will say once those hunts come out and like you can randomly find the hunt monsters, it makes it more rewarding to hunt, to like explore.
The combat's amazing. It's great. I do slip up sometimes. I think R1 being dodge is not the best. Dodge is always just circle. I mean, it's just right. But now circle is something else. So
Other abilities.
yeah, it's. I mean, it's still fun. Story's really good, really good. It might
It's
be.
one of the darker stories in Final Fantasy that has ever been told.
It's top 3 Final Fantasy for me right now. I think we'll see how it ends, but I'm giving it 4.2, 4.3 snowflakes out of 5.
Oh yeah, Jordy, have you got to play it yet?
It is a good game. It's a very good game.
I just got it downloaded today.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Well, from what I've heard, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Anybody else got any new games they want to play? Or they've been talking about?
Was going to, and then my PC said, so
You were gonna play it now and then review it in 5 minutes?
yeah,
You act
my
like
God.
he doesn't do that every single week.
it's literally usually what I do for the fucking my segment.
All right.
So you still play Diablo?
Yes, I got to level 48, still on Act 3, because that thing apparently takes too long. I've too many side quests I've been, unlocking, and yeah, having fun. And
I've been doing every single side quest in Final Fantasy.
And I played another game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends Arceus.
Oh.
So
Hey, I love it.
I was wanting to, throw some Pokemon into home. I turned it on, and apparently I was at the Arceus fight.
Oh, you hadn't beaten it?
So apparently I either didn't beat it or I did the fight again. But
Nice.
I beat him. I caught him again. So yeah, and then I started, just wandering around the map, and boy, it's a great game.
It is.
Yeah, this is a great game.
The shadow knows.
The Shadow Realm is beckoning. What does the Shadow know?
That would be Secret Invasion Part 2.
Oh,
Damn, still
Yeah.
on Lost Part 1.
Episode 2. Boy, it's ramping up pretty good. It just really has that fucking spy espionage like bullshit going down feel. It's making you wonder like who everybody is. The last little tidbit of today's episode was very much like oh shit, because Jacob, you need to watch the shit so I can actually talk about it.
It's not just me.
Why
You're the only
calling
one
him
who told me
out?
not to get spoiled.
I don't think anybody that hasn't watched it wants to be spoiled. Cody, you need to play Final Fantasy 16 so I can talk about it.
I agree.
Spoil it.
All right.
Spoiler it. Tell
Spoiler
us
it.
all about it.
But no, it's really good. I would definitely watch it. I mean, people are bitching about some of the decisions that they're making and blah blah. I don't care. Stop.
They don't know what's going to happen.
complaining.
They're all scrolls. Everybody's a scroll.
I mean, possibly.
Are you talking
That's
about
the
the
whole
AI
point.
stuff?
Ooh, no, I forgot to talk about that last week. Thank you, Jordy. So the intro was made by AI. And
Oh, really?
yes. People, of course, were a little shitty on that, which I'm a little skeptical. They said it was only for this because it fits with the narrative. Because you don't know what's real and what's what's man-made and what's like alien. So
Okay.
I get it. I just hope it's the only thing they use it for, and we don't start seeing more of it.
I mean, the more AI becomes available, the more prominent it's going to be in all forms of media and the world.
Well, unfortunately, it's only going to get better. So
That's what I'm saying.
But we'll see. But I mean, it's a very cool intro. I don't find myself wanting to skip it immediately.
That's good.
And that's
Which
hard to
intro is
do.
better, that one or Peacekeepers?
I mean,
Peacemaker.
Peacekeeper.
definitely Peacemaker. Like, look,
It's John
Eagly
Cena.
is Eagly is a
course.
national treasure.
John Cena, the GOAT.
Well,
The goat.
yeah, but the show's great. I just watch it. Don't even need to be a super fan
All right.
or a fan.
Hey,
Just watch it.
You pulled me in. You
Yeah.
sold the tickets. All right. Talked me into the building.
Good, because it really does like already got me wondering of like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Heck, who's on the inside, who's not, who's actually working with who? Like, there's. Oh, and we also they gave a good reason for how we're probably like why we're probably not getting any superheroes in the show, and I liked it. Because Colonel Rhodes is also a big part of the show, which I like. But he basically was talking to Fury and was like, "So when are we just going to call in the big guns?" And he's like, "Yeah, when we're going against a bunch of shapeshifters, we can't do that because they're going to come here, they're going to steal their identities, and they're going to turn into terrorists. So we're not going to do that." So I like that. I like that reasoning. I like them just kind of being like, leave them out of it. I got this. We're good.
Speaking of superhero stuff, this is kind of a little off the beaten path. I saw that Jonathan Majors, his the accusations against him were proven false. So
I don't know. I must have missed something there.
yeah,
Were they proven false? Because I
I'm
know
pretty
it was
sure.
like that they could be false, but I didn't hear that it was confirmed.
I guess I don't know if from what I read it was confirmed, but it could be like a site that's going out too quickly and saying things. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if that is the case, does Jonathan Majors come back?
I really
Or
hope so
Galactus?
because he was shaping up to be like such an excellent piece in the universe.
I agree.
I really liked him in Loki.
I did too.
Loki was great.
So, Secret Invasion, does this take place after a certain show, movie, or?
I think it's present, but there are some flashbacks to like 95 and 97. And I guess sooner. But yeah, it's present because it's after the blip.
Okay.
And you see a whole different side of Nick Fury in this, and I love it. It's the Nick Fury that I've been waiting for.
The snakes on the plane guy?
Nah. It's I'm fucking lost and have no idea what the fuck to do right now, Nick Fury.
Kind of saw that in like the trailers.
Yeah, which is good because this whole time he's been this, I know everything about everything. I'm good. You can't touch me. I'm unstoppable. And now it's the broken down, sad, old, I gotta figure my shit out Nick Fury. So I like it because, I mean, I always like when there's actual two sides to a character and it's not just I'm Superman all the time and nothing is ever wrong. That's why a lot of people don't like Superman because he has so much plot armor that he has made a second version of himself.
All right, let's talk some wrestling.
That was hard, wasn't it?
Fightful from the people from Fightful had a big report about Vince McMahon and making changes to weekly WWE shows because it's been reported that the last couple weeks that he's been changing some stuff. And there's a lot of people that aren't enjoying that. So
shocker.
And
including Nicholas Khan.
So they're trying to get something done to where he doesn't do that anymore.
Like advertising things 2 to 3 weeks in advance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think he's probably doing that just for the merger thing, I'm assuming.
Probably.
But
who knows?
And then there's still some divide in the AEW locker room, according to Dave Meltzer, as reported last week. And then apparently this week everything's good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I trust Dave Meltzer this much.
How much?
A lot. Surprised you trust him that much.
Well, they had to put the Elite on one side of the arena and CM Punk on the other side of the arena for Forbidden Door. So,
dude, if that's really, like, if we are to believe everything that we've heard, how Punk has tried to reach out and make amends, and they were like, no, don't fucking talk to us, and they got legal involved. First of all, grow the fuck up. You're a fucking grown man, grown people. Like, deal with your shit.
Nah.
Deal with your shit, make your fucking money, and go home. Like,
well, if we're
like,
still
I get
thinking...
I get not wanting to work with somebody, but having to fucking, like, I don't care what. If I'm making the amount of money that these guys are making, and my stipulation is you have to be in the same arena as John Hooley on the same side of the, I'll sit on that side of the fucking arena and ignore him all night.
Are we still thinking that it could possibly be a work?
Who knows anymore?
If it's not a work, then the Elite are fucking pussies.
I'm pretty sure that most of us or all of us work with people that we don't like.
Literally.
Yes. And what do? We either ignore
them
or just be,
or bully them.
Professional, I would say.
Definitely bully.
But
Devin works with me every day.
I'm gonna say, Devin, you bullying Jakey?
I've seen it.
Why would I be the bully? You've seen what?
No reason.
You work.
I don't know how
to death. You got to take a nap.
Oh man, folding shirts so hard. Good night.
It's crazy.
Poor Jake.
WWE is reportedly is planning a big upset in one of the matches at Money in the Bank.
A big upset.
Talk about it.
A big upset. But,
will we?
Yeah, sure.
It's probably Charlotte over Asuka.
Fucking probably. Is that an upset though?
Yes.
Is that a match?
Of course.
Like, that upsets us. That's on Friday.
SmackDown. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, that upsets us,
Cool.
but it doesn't upset, like,
I guess that's fair.
So
I think I know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it when we make our picks.
So on Monday Night
Talk
Raw,
about it.
Carmelo Hayes, the NXT champion, took on Finn Balor. Finn Balor beat him. There's a lot of people that were upset that the NXT champion was made to look like that.
So watched it, thought he looked strong. You can lose and still look good.
If you can't make somebody look good in a loss, then you shouldn't be wrestling.
Shouldn't be a champion.
Finn's going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Just imagine if he wins.
Right. Then he went toe to toe and had a good ass match, and almost beat the current world champion.
Now, if it was something where it was like a Lesnar match or something where they're out there for 30 seconds, gets their ass beat, and goes home, then yeah, I could see that. But it sounds like that's not what it was.
Even in that scenario, like if you're putting Carmelo Hayes against Brock Lesnar, I expect Carmelo Hayes to get squashed.
Yeah.
Like,
5'8".
yeah, he's 5'8" going against fucking Brock Lesnar. Like, yeah, he's good. He's a good wrestler, but
He's not 32 feet tall with 800 pounds of muscle.
right.
So speaking of that, the next night, Carmelo Hayes defended the NXT title against a returning Lone Wolf Baron Corbin.
I wish they would have brought a song
that
back.
shit-
He did.
That shit slap.
Apparently,
I heard that match.
fucking
Fuck.
good.
it popped
I
me
watched the
when
highlights.
it popped me when they
The
brought back the music.
the fucking not the end of days. The fucking what's the his black hole slam? What's
Deep
that called?
Six.
Deep Six, yeah.
That shit was nice. That was nice.
I enjoy Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, so I hope it sticks with
I-
me.
I like
I
Baron
enjoy him
Corbin now
more
that I
than-
know he cooks and he has this fucking symbiote off of his head.
The hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Did you guys hear the fucking Seth? Did you guys see Seth Rollins promo after whoever it was last week at NXT?
No.
Well, I told you about this earlier when we were leaving, Devin. But he's cut this
Maybe
promo talk. He cut this promo talking, and he said, "You guys ready for a little bit of story time?" And everybody was like, "Yeah." And then one random guy in the crowd, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
And then he said, "Yeah."
All right. Hey, that's the show for this episode. Jordy, please yell at us for what we got wrong.
Oh, sure. You guys are pretty good again this time.
That's right.
So, for the record,
Me.
the YouTube gaming product that Google is working on will be called Playables.
That's what an ingenious name.
Right? Very unique. PewDiePie has not quit YouTube. Despite announcing a retirement, he stated in September that he will continue uploading videos to share with his fans, but he's staying away from the bullshit. And he doesn't need to grow his success anymore. But he has not quit. He's still around. Jonathan Major's court date to determine the verdict on his misdemeanors is on August 3rd. So that's when we'll know what happens. Hopefully everything's good. He's not a piece of shit, and Marvel picks him back up. And lastly, and this is the biggest one, for the record, Jacob is fucking wrong for disliking Nightmare Before Christmas.
An opinion can't be wrong, brother.
Nope, it can this time. Because this is my segment.
I firmly believe opinions can be wrong.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
And art can be wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
can.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the episode. Let's take her home. You can go follow us on the Twitter at TopTerta. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post these episodes in video form with a little bit extra content sprinkled in that you will not find on the audio version. We also put DLC content on there. We're gonna be putting, the TopTerta Pick'em Championships where we pick Money in the Bank. We're also putting up some of our Pokemon Draft League that we are doing at the moment. You can follow that on there as well. It's been a great time doing that. And anything else that we're just gonna throw up on there as well. And then, the podcast thing that, flows into your ears. You can find that on all the major podcasting platforms. You can go follow us, subscribe, like, rate us 5 stars if you will. And then, I'm on TikTok, Twitter at the Beastno.
And as always, I'm on Twitter at wise_talk_.
Follow me on Twitter at _JakePlaysGames.
Yay.
Follow me on Twitter at SexyDevyB. And if you didn't know, you can spot Peter Jackson playing an extra in each of the 3 Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films. In the Fellowship, especially, if you look for the scene where the hobbits arrive at the Prancing Pony and Bree, he is in there. If you know what he looks like, easy to spot. Boogie boogie.
Well,
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan!
I just want to say, good luck to Cody for trying to, buy a new computer because his just caught on fire, like some of the PlayStation 5s have done with running Final Fantasy 16.
Just like all of Canada.
Oh yeah, outside was like Silent Hill-esque. But you know what? I'm just gonna tell you guys to have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. And goodbye.
Bang!
Bang.
Bangarang!
Wear deodorant.
Yeah!